Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal back with another Mr. Informal podcast. I hope you are doing well today, wherever you are in the world. This is the Mr. Informal podcast 234 to 34. And let's not forget, it is the month of November. That means Thanksgiving is coming up. So hopefully you're healthy, being safe, staying safe because Thanksgiving is coming up and a lot of food will be served. So please and foremost, let's not forget to add me on Instagram, MisterInformal, and then check out my website, mrinformal.com, mrinformal.com. So in this Mr. Informal podcast 234, well, number one, early deals. Yes, early holiday deals already happening. Number two, more stores are coming up with this thing called sensory friendly stores. I mean, I guess people have disability. Anyways, we could talk about that. Number three, the Jordan trend, Air Jordans, or basically it has died down, even though with the releases, drops, and all of that. I mean, mainly the hardcore fans are just buying it now. And then last but not least, fashion activist. I really don't like them, so we'll talk about them. And it just so happens that it's been happening lately. A lot of these activists are trying to take over the runway shows. And so those are the four topics for this Mr. Informal podcast 234. Let's go ahead and start the podcast. On to the first topic, early deals. Yes, some stores out there are actually having their Black Friday deals, or they call it their early holiday deals. Whatever it may be, everyone is out to basically get the consumers' money as early as they can. This way, when Black Friday comes, people have already spent their money before even Black Friday starts. And this is why many brands are already starting their early deals. Mostly online. Don't be surprised. Look, there's still Black Friday deals that will happen during Black Friday. I mean, it's just the way it is. This has been happening since, I want to say, I think late 2000s. There we go. But in any case, stores and people are buying these deals. I mean, this way they don't have to travel. They don't have to go to the stores. They don't have to go to the busy mall. They already got what they need. They have it sitting in the closet in the storage or somewhere to give it as a gift when Christmas comes. Or they could just buy it for themselves. That way they already have it before Thanksgiving and before Christmas. And they don't have to fight the crowd. They don't have to wake up early in the morning and so on. I mean, look, in the end, these brands basically just want your money as soon as they can, because everyone is fighting for the consumer's money, especially this year where inflation is so high. Not a lot of people have the means or the funds or even just the money that they can spend whatever they can. Not only that, not a lot of people have money these days. Everyone is on a very tight budget. And so these brands are enticing these consumers as soon or as early as they can. They're not even going to wait for the Black Friday, even though Black Friday will still happen, but they are not going to wait. For me, it's a good thing for consumers. If there's a particular brand that already started their Black Friday, sure, why not? But at the same time, sometimes you just can't spend, or if you don't have the means, you don't have the cash on hand, don't even try. Just turn off everything. Don't even go shopping online. Just stop. You don't want to go that buy now pay later or even use your credit card. Don't even bother. But In case you have not noticed, brands have already started their holiday deals. On to topic number 2 from retaildive.com, titled Walmart adds sensory-friendly hours to all stores. Started as a Saturday morning pilot during the back-to-school season, has become a permanent daily features across retail's fleet. To support shoppers with sensory disabilities, Walmart is adding sensory-friendly hours between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. local time every day to all its stores in the U.S. and Puerto Rico, the retail giant announced Tuesday. Starting Friday, the stores will turn off radio, lower the lights where possible, and change the TV walls to a static image during those hours. The company does not have an end date for these changes. According to the announcement, Walmart decided to add sensory-friendly hours to all of its stores after receiving positive feedback from a pilot initiative early this year. There's a sensory disability? I mean, it reminds me of how celebrities are basically being pictured by paparazzis, even though they're celebrities, and that's the kind of, I guess, curse or negative aspect of being a celeb. You're on the spotlight. Yes, you may not like taking your pictures taken, but you're a celebrity. It's part of the life. So these changes may have seemed small to some, but for others they transform the shopping experience. The company wrote in its announcement, during these hours we hope our customers and associates will find the stores to be a little easier on the eyes and ears. These changes are thanks to those who shared feedback on how the stores could help them feel like they belong. Are you serious? I mean, that's what Walmart is saying, is that you want to feel like you belong in Walmart, or you want to feel like you are part of Walmart, or it's easier on the eyes. Are you serious? Look, I don't know. Look, if you want to say I'm making fun of people who have sensory disability, sure, but that is absolutely ridiculous. When you're at home, no matter where you are, there's always stuff. I mean, even if you are a minimalist, there's always going to be stuff. Now, it depends on how you rearrange your house, but it's still your house. You can't expect everything to be gray, black, or white. At some point, your life needs colors. I mean, you go to the store buying something, you're not there to experience something, especially Walmart. You don't go to Walmart to experience something. You go there just to buy and get out as soon as you can. I mean, Walmart has been one of the worst stores when it comes to like service alone, meaning customer service. I mean, because for the most part, everything is self-checkout. That's why I try not to go there. And I have not been to a Walmart, I don't remember, maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago. But that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look, if you want to blame me for making fun of these people, sure, but to say it's a disability, that's ridiculous. Come on. It's basically spitting at people who have real disability, meaning physical disability. They may be deaf. They may not be able to walk. They're on a wheelchair. I mean, are you serious? I mean, I guess this is the cheapest way to cater to people who have disability, is sensory friendly stores. But in any case, I'm not Walmart. If they want to do this, sure. But I mean, I actually think that people just need to focus on what they need to get to the store. When I go to Target, I don't think about, oh my god, there's so many colors in here. Oh, I can't take it because there's too much crap. Nope. Give me a list, or here's a list. I just go there, boom, pay, out the door. Is that so hard? Is that really so hard? I mean, I must be losing my mind here. On to the third topic, Jordan trend. Well, no more. I mean, the general population have lost interest in the Air Jordan shoes or sneakers. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on. Basically, the hardcore fans or the enthusiasts are just buying them, and the hardcore fans basically just buy the classic colorways or the classic shoe. They don't even bother buying the new ones unless it's a good looking shoe, but even then they don't even bother. And then the enthusiasts, I mean, we'll buy here and there, but as you can see, there was a time, probably a few years, where you can't even buy any model of any Jordan shoes. Now, I mean, you can find them on shelves finally, where you can just walk in, try it on, boom, buy it, easy, just like how it should be, and that's the way it used to be. But now, honestly, don't get me wrong, people still buy Jordan sneakers, especially the new models. But at the same time, the general population is not buying anymore. Not only that, you don't see it. You don't see much on the social media, or even the news outlet, because other sneakers have taken over, and also, a lot less people are wearing them, and there's a lot less resellers on reselling these Jordan shoes. Don't get me wrong, they probably still buy them, maybe just to hold on for now, and then when it sells out, they can buy them, they can sell them at a higher price. I mean, they basically just wait. It's all about supply and demand. That's all it is. Also, it's good to see that the people who actually love Jordan shoes are actually wearing them, not just those wannabes or just catching up with the trends. I mean, there are people who just love wearing Jordans instead of your regular sneakers. Me, I love wearing Jordan shoes, but I only buy the classic colorways and the classic models. My favorites are the 11, 12, 13, and 14. Those four, to me, are my favorite Jordans. I also love the Air Jordan 5. Great model, the Grape. Hopefully they release that. But in any case, this is also good because the prices of Air Jordan sneakers are just going up. Used to be 160, became 180, 200, and now 200, and now just 220. It is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm glad that people don't buy them anymore. It could be due to the price, due to the loss of popularity, or people just can't buy them every time. And I'm glad to see that. And I'm also glad that many of them are also going on sale, which is a great thing. That's how it should be. To me, these Jordans are not worth your retirement, are not worth spending your retirement or also your investment, or are not worth your future. In the end, they are just shoes. And I'm sure there's little kids out there who still want to buy them, who still want to wear them. But as you know, there's parents out there that can only buy one pair or two pairs max. And so it's great to see that if it becomes on sale, then hey, it's even better. And lastly, I do want to say this is that people don't really buy them for playing basketball anymore. For the most part, only 10% of the population will wear them to play basketball. But for the most part, it's just lifestyle shoes now. People just wear them every day or just going out somewhere, so and so. Most likely, the new Jordan shoes are still made for basketball performance, which is funny. They are actually cheaper than the retros. The retros are the most expensive. And those are the ones that people have lost interest. And I'm still glad that they are putting out new Air Jordans performance shoes, because it's needed. The Air Jordan brand is really strong. Since Mike wore those Air Jordan ones, even when he's retired, even he's a billionaire right now, people still wear Air Jordans because of his ethics, his play, and just the brand alone. So, with that, I'm just glad this Air Jordan sneakers trend is dead. So, as for the last topic, let's talk about fashion activists. I don't have an article right now. I'm only seeing it in the social media, in the news outlet, in a blog post, whatever you want to call it. You have these fashion activists trying to take over the runway, holding up signs. Use vegan leather, stop wearing animal fur, so and so. Look, I'll be the first one to know that fashion industry has a big problem when it comes to waste, and also have a big problem of overproducing quantities. They overproduce quantities because they want to get lower prices, and so their margin is higher. That's all it comes down to. Not only that, fashion have a problem, have a recycling problem, have a sustainability problem, and have an ethics problem. Basically, a lot of problems. But there's one thing that these fashion activists don't know, is that they're picking and choosing what to protest about, such as genuine leather. Why would you protest about genuine leather? I get it if they just want to kill the animal for the skin, but let's say for cows, pigs, the one that people actually eat, you can't just throw away the skin. That's why you got to use it up. And so that's why you have pig skin, that's why calf leather, cow leather, cowhide, suedes, and those materials last for over 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. And if you use vegan leather, it can only last 5 years, and it starts peeling, and it looks ugly, and it starts tearing down. And so basically, you're gonna buy the same item, let's say in the span of, maybe 20 times or even 10 times. If one genuine cow leather can last 50 years or 40 years, and so you're basically creating more waste. And this goes with if these people are activists talking about, oh, we should use more plant-based leather. It's the same thing. It degrades over time much quicker than actual cow leather or cow skin, whatever you want to call it. And then and when it comes to fur, sure, I'll agree with them to that. But hey, there's a reason why Native Americans or the Native Indians used to hunt for wolves and then turn their skin into, a jacket during the winter. Same thing with the bears. They use the bear fur to keep warm. Don't get me wrong, if they are hunting the animal for fur, totally agree. That's a totally and absolutely valid reason. But if you're just throwing away the skin because the animal is dead accidentally, or it could be for food, okay, now you're just wasting materials here that can be used for better products and long-lasting products. And then you have these people talking about creating fossil fuels. Don't they know that nylon, polyester, acrylic, and you got these new synthetic fibers are all made of fossil fuels, which in turn you're actually creating more waste. And if you throw that in the ocean, these fish eats them, and then you have this only cancerous fish. Where does it end? At some point, these fashion activists have to really think about what they're protesting for. You gotta protest from in terms of the detail. Like deep down, do your research first before you protest about it. What about sheep? What about wool? Why don't they protest about that? Oh, let me guess, because it's not hurting animals, it's just hair. They're just shaving the hair, right? People eat lamb, people eat sheep. People eat goats. I'm still trying to understand. Now, don't get me wrong, fashion industry have a huge problem. But I really hope these fashion activists, if they're so strong about protesting in fashion, how come they are also not protesting about their own government, especially the U.S. government and what's happening right now? That's a whole different topic. And so that basically concludes this Mr. Informal podcast 234. Hopefully you enjoy this podcast for topics. Hopefully I gave you some insights. Hopefully I gave you some new news that you have not heard before. And if you did listen to me from beginning to end, I really do appreciate it. And so please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then check out my website, MrInformal.com. And so that is it for the Mr. Informal podcast in 234, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.